Activate voice control.
Welcome back to Enterprise, Mark. Access granted.
CVS Dude started from an idea I had while I was working in the UK. Shortly after that period of time, I got back to Australia and took about 2 months to write the service and about $70 worth of spare parts on eBay. At that point in time, I released the product to the world and quickly noticed that customers were rapidly starting to use the service. Then I really knew I had something.
How hard was it in the first couple of years?
Well, it was very hard in the first couple of years. Working 120 hours a week is not easy for anyone, but it was very rewarding at the same time. We started getting some great feedback from customers. They'd ask for new features, we'd implement those new features, and the whole snowball effect would kick in. Managing all these different roles, everything from sales to marketing, new features and bug fixing. It's all very time consuming and requires a lot of sort of time management and juggling. I also had a really good family and friends network and a real passion for surfing, which enabled me to have a good release from all that hard work.
What has been your worst mistake this far with managing Codesion?
Well, it's a hard question really. There's so many mistakes one makes along the way in starting a new business. And coming from the world of software engineering and going into the world of business is no mean feat for anyone. But if I have to really look at it and find the biggest mistake that I've made, I'd probably have to say it would be pricing. Not valuing the product correctly in the beginning has meant we haven't quite seen the ramp up that we'd like to have seen, and has caused us to look for VC funding, and before that we had to get angel funding. At the same time, it's hard to value a product in an untested market, a new market that's hasn't really existed before this.
Would your business have succeeded without the Enterprise money?
These are the photos of the night. 2007 was a big year for us. Would we have been successful without the $100,000? I still think we would have been successful, but it enabled us to achieve our goals much quicker than we would have otherwise. The money was put towards new staff hires and a new office, and really spelt the beginning of the sales and marketing activities of CVS Dude.
What else, besides the money, has Enterprise added to your business?
Well, winning the UQ Business School Enterprise competition, it was amazing. It's a big competition, it's very prestigious and known internationally. It really forced us to analyse the CVS Dude business model from a balcony perspective and write a concise business plan. So we were forced to go through those steps, and it really helped just going through that process. But it also added a lot of prestige and more importantly, validation of our business model. And it also helped us attract our first angel money because of all the things that are associated with UQ Business School.
What have been some of the biggest milestones since winning Enterprise?
Well, there's been a lot of things that have happened since winning Enterprise, but probably the biggest thing was one of our customers, Trilogy or GDev. They're the largest outsourcer in India. They've got 500 accounts with us. The other thing is we're now called Codesion. We're not CVS Dude anymore. Codesion comes about because code, we store people's source code, and cohesion, bringing that together. The other thing too is we moved to the US. We're now based in Redwood City near San Francisco. So we're very excited to be out there in the heart of all the action.
What advice do you give to future Enterprise applicants?
Well, geez, it's been a good couple of years since we won Enterprise. It's always hard to know what advice to give to newcomers, but probably what I'd say and what we learnt out of the whole process is ideas are great, but you really need to focus on your business plan probably more than your product. Products are still very important, don't get me wrong, but you really need to focus on who your competitors are, what your market is, how large it is, and how you're going to sell it to them more importantly. So those are probably the most important things that you want to make sure you have in your presentation and get across to the judges. And I think those alone will give you the confidence to stand up there in front of the big stage and pitch.